Hi everyone! I hope you're having a wonderful new year so far. So, this is a channel update, but you know me, I just don't like doing channel updates. So, to basically change it up for me and for you, I decided to write this channel update as a letter. And if I remember correctly, I actually wrote this letter like at 3 or 4 in the morning. I couldn't sleep and I had a lot on my mind, and I had to put to paper what I wanted to do for the channel in 2026. Maybe you can treat it as kind of like a manifesto of sorts, but to me, I wanted to let you all know what's happening in my life. Therefore, you're not going to think like there's any sort of like surprises or anything like that, because the last thing that I want you to think is like all of a sudden like, oh, this is a surprise or something. But for longtime community members, this shouldn't be anything new. And I'll go over that in this letter. So I am reading something over there, so if you catch me like actually looking over there, please understand it's a long letter. I can't memorize all of it. I'll do my best. Okay, here we go. What's up, everyone? It's been a while since you've heard those words, haven't you? Honestly, I kind of miss it. For years, I've greeted you with 5 simple words. And as Backlog Battle celebrates its 9th year this year, how time flies. Along with welcoming a new year, I can't help but feel nostalgic. As many of you know, I made a huge decision to transition last year. And while some have met it with less than favorable reactions, I've been fortunate to have built a community that not only supported me through this, but one that genuinely cares about one another too. In a world dominated by social media, where people will have you believe that the only valid measures of success are views, clicks, and likes, I believe that an empathic community is the true measure of success. It's slow to grow, yet infinitely scalable, to use corporate parlance, and most of all, much needed today. To that end, as Backlog Battle became popular, I do admit that it's led to a lot of experimentation, which led to better metrics. At that time, Backlog Battle was my only source of income, and I poured my heart and soul to every single facet of it as my passion project. That hasn't changed in 2026. But I do feel as though the way that I make videos has become less scalable. I'm harping on this word, scalability, because it's something that not many content creators think about. What that means to me is that no matter what happens, whether we get 1 million new subscribers tomorrow or I start a full-time job, Backlog Battle still retains the same level of quality and integrity in its videos as it has before. I used to do this by ensuring that I only release 1 video a week. That's it. No more, no less. And to make that video the best I could ever make it. And as time went on, I started unhealthily chasing after those other success metrics. I also believe in the KonMari way. If you've never seen the show that featured Marie Kondo, it's essentially getting rid of things that no longer bring you joy. I did this a lot this past year, and the reason why you'd want to do this is to make more room for things that do bring you joy. Much of social media these days isn't about that. It's about getting you to click something, firing off your dopamine reward system, but never truly giving you joy. It makes you believe that consuming more social media will make you happier. To put it bluntly, it just turns you into a dopamine addict, always chasing those highs. I know, because we've all gone through it. Like, I remember there was one evening where I was on TikTok from like 9 p.m. to like 7 in the morning the following day. I bring up all of these terms because I wanted to let you know that I got a full-time job. And I'm proud of it because it's technically the very first job in my new life. And while Backlog Battle does earn me money, I want to alter my own perception of it from being something that gives me financial stability to something that once again brings me joy. That's not to say that it hasn't, but many of you know that we are our own worst critic. And even someone like me can fall into measuring our self-worth based on numbers on a spreadsheet. But more importantly, I want to go back to that era when the things I made brought all of us joy, and for me, a sense of pride. That's the era where I reviewed games like Atelier Ryza, 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and Tales of Arise, all my favorite games. Backlog Battle made waves by being unorthodox, not swayed by what other people are doing, but by staying in our own lane and driving well. What this means to you is that things are going to transition here on Backlog Battle. I will be posting at least one video a week. That you can take to your grave. And with that change, along with new responsibilities in my new job, means that making these videos is going to be incredibly challenging. But to be honest with you, I am really excited for it. This will test me creatively, which is something that hasn't happened in a long time. And by not relying on Backlog Battle primarily for financial stability, it kind of allows me to take bigger swings. Above all else, this will allow you to see my entire love for video games and not just JRPGs. Essentially, like before, I would self-edit myself because if it's not a JRPG, there's a likelihood that you won't see it. But with me not relying so much on Backlog Battle to make money, now I can really pull off some really impressive things. Maybe some risky ones too. And I get it, fam. Change can be scary. But what's scarier is not changing and thinking things just get better on their own, which ironically requires change. And while I will always, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, will always love JRPGs and talk about them on this channel, giving myself license to play other games that I truly love, like Death Stranding 2, brings me joy, and you'll see it in those videos too. As 2026 starts up, it's my promise to you that Backlog Battle will aim to capture that joy of video games that we've all been wanting to see in social media. But more than that, I want you to be happy playing video games too. And I can do this by not filling your subscription boxes with videos that only create more noise, rather than something you ought to be looking forward to watching. And yes, I may post the occasional short, and honestly, I don't even know what that'll look like yet, but I see this tenacious Year of the Fire Horse as one that rewards ambition and passion, as long as we're being strategic about things. And I believe that those strategic changes are much needed as the channel pushes closer to a decade of being online. So here's to a bright and wonderful 2026, and I hope you all look forward to the many incredible games that will empty our wallets and bring all of us the joy of playing video games. Love, Auntie Lexi.